CoolersOnSale.com here for our review of the Kysek 50 liter. I just want to say thank you to our YouTube subscribers as well as the commenters. This was one of the most requested coolers that we got to test, and we finally just tested it, and it really blew us away. But before we get into the ice retention times, let's talk about this cooler. So if you noticed, I said 50 liters. That translates into 52.8 quarts, and a really heavy cooler in my opinion compared to other rotomolded coolers. This thing is heavy, but that is what I think is leading to the incredible ice retention times. And you do have these wheels on the side. I'll show you this up close in a second, but you have recessed wheels on the side so that you can wheel this cooler around. It's one of these, you know, just tug it with the rope handle, because like I said, it is a rather heavy cooler. So let's take a look at some of the other features up close. On each corner of this cooler you have bottle openers, and this doubles as your lock point. So when you lock the lid, it's going through the top of the cooler and then going through that metal plate there, which again, like I said, doubles as a bottle opener. You see the sticker that is certified grizzly proof. This is, like I said, one of the beefier coolers, so I don't think it has any problem in that category at all. If you take a look on the inside, you'll see that there are two drain plugs, one larger and one smaller. The larger drain plug comes with this chain that you can either take out or leave in. That helps to prevent the drain plug from going missing, say if you're on a boat and rocking around or something like that. Not a whole lot to talk about on the inside, but on the outside you have rope handles with a plastic insert, a padded plastic insert for carrying, and then of course you have a backup that's roto molded into the cooler. And again, from the right side looking frontwards to the cooler is where you're going to tow this thing, because on this side as you come around you'll see those wheels. It's probably pretty dark, I'll put it out here. You have these recessed wheels. They're almost like what I would consider rollerblade wheels. They're really smooth, and it's nice that they're not protruding out, and yet the cooler sits flat on the ground when you have it, you know, on a level surface. So a couple things that I want to mention about that. You know, a lot of these high-end rotomolded coolers like a Yeti, for example, a lot of people are looking to add wheels to their Yeti, because once you fill up a cooler of this size with a significant amount of ice and drinks, it is really heavy, and you usually need two people to get it up into the back of the truck. At least with the Kysek, you're getting those recessed wheels, so one person could wheel it around on a flat surface, up a dock or something like that. All right, now let's address the most important aspect of this cooler. You'll see right here plastered on the front is a sticker that Kysek advertises holds ice up to 10 days. It's a pretty bold claim to make in these rotomolded cooler industry, and a lot of people claim that, but it doesn't usually pan out. Kysek is one of the exceptions to the rule. This thing absolutely blew us away. We just got finished filming the Best of the Best Ice Challenge. If you haven't seen that, we'll link to it in the description below. But we matched this up against 6 or 7 other coolers that were considered our top runners after running several years worth of cooler tests, and the Kysek has finished at the top. It actually tied one other cooler, but was 65 quarts, and this is only 52.8 quarts. So for its size, it definitely blew the competition away. It went 8.5 days in 90-degree heat, which is the longest that we've ever had a cooler go in the summertime temperatures. We've had a Pelican, which you might have seen on our YouTube channel, tie the Engel 50 quart, go 10 days, but that was filmed, I believe, in December or January, where afternoon temperatures were mid 70s to low 80s. Now we bumped up to 90-degree ambient, and the lid of this cooler was regularly reading 120 degrees on the concrete. So to go 8.5 days opening the cooler 3 times a day in this kind of heat is incredible. I think if we reran this test in December or January, I mean, we might go 2 weeks, honestly. It could potentially go 2 weeks under the same conditions, opening 3 times a day, but the only difference being the external temperatures. That plays a huge role in ice retention times. So we will hold on to this and test this again in the winter time, but again, I can't stress how impressed I am with those ice retention times. It's incredible. Like I said, we are in Central Florida, so for a vast majority of the country in the United States and even Canada, this cooler should handle 10 days. I mean, we're in probably, with the exception of maybe Arizona and Texas or Nevada, for example, we're in some of the most extreme conditions that you can handle, and to go 8 days has blown us away. So that is a wrap. We're going to have a full write-up of the Kysek on coolersonsale.com, and again, I will link to that Best of the Best Ice Challenge in the description below. I want to say one last time, thank you to the viewers. Give us a thumbs up, give us a subscribe, and if there's another cooler that's similar to the Kysek, this is one of the top requested coolers. If you have a suggestion, please drop us a comment below. We'll try to make it happen. It's you guys that helps us keep going, so subscribe, thumbs up, and coolersonsale.com. We'll be back with more reviews next time.